Why haven't you played Half Life Alyx yet? Oh, well, did you know VR gaming is insanely affordable now and worth your time? No? Well, let me educate you, dear citizen, and if you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe would be really helpful, because you need to play Half Life Alyx right now! Before I talk about Alyx, I feel as though it is really important to tell you how I was able to play Alyx, because I, much like all of you, didn't have a giga-buffed up gaming PC in 2020, let alone $1,000 lying around to spend on an index. But just this Christmas, I got myself a PSVR 2, and it came at a fraction of the cost at just $300 fucking dollars. Oh my god! Within many aspects better specs than an index. Something this good for this cheap felt like highway robbery, even if it was on sale. So, if I got your attention, these are the main two VR headsets I recommend. They both have 4K 120Hz monitors, but that's about where the similarities end. The PSVR 2 is $400 and has OLED monitors, eye tracking, bonus features like haptic feedback / adaptive triggers, and has PlayStation compatibility. But is only tethered, requires the PC adapter, which is a separate purchase, and uses Fresnel lenses. This will be important later. The Quest 3 is $500, has mixed reality features, is completely wireless, and has pancake lenses. Oh, what the hell even are pancake and Fresnel lenses? Well, those are the lenses on the headset, and all you really need to know is that pancakes are infinitely better than Fresnel with much more crisp visuals. Anyway, for cons, it has an LCD display, requires a tether anyway for PC gaming, like Alyx, and the default head strap is kinda uncomfortable. Now, the reason I laid out all of this in front of you was to hopefully help you choose between these two headsets. I personally went with a PSVR 2, because 1, I own a PS5, 2, I have a pretty good gaming rig, and 3, well, it went on sale for just $300 fucking dollars! So yeah, wait for these to go on sale or just get them used for really cheap. However, if you're watching this in the distant future, just get the Steam frame. I'm not sure how expensive it will be, but if you've got the money, just get the Steam frame. It's the Quest 3 without almost any of the negatives. Man, I gotta say, you're a really good listener. You! Why haven't you played Half Life Alyx yet?
I don't have a good gaming PC.
Fuck, she's got a good point. Is what I would say if it weren't for BOOM! Half-Life 2 VR. It's free and almost anything could run this, so go have a blast! Woohoo! But here's the thing for you PSVR 2 owners out there. It can get even better. Get the PSVR 2 toolkit and foveated rendering for a free performance boost so even weaker PCs can run the game at a high frame rate. There will be more on this in the description. Now then, since you now got your hands on a VR headset, I should probably get to talking about Alyx. If the intro didn't tip you off, oh my fucking god, I fucking love this game. This is one of the best games I've ever played, and it's only so good because it's in VR and perfectly demonstrates how to leverage this medium's strengths to the fullest. This is exactly why I couldn't stress enough to get an actual VR headset to play this game. It is just not remotely comparable in flat screen because, well, you're actually there. It is genuinely a fucking crime. This is the only VR game on the market of this caliber. It's like eating the forbidden fruit from the Bible. I don't remember it looking like this, because nothing will ever come close to this level of polish and fun. Why must the world be so cruel? Jesus. Anyway, I do want to comment on some negatives first before I go back to gushing about the game. Actual criticism in a review. Shocker. I know. The thing is, in VR, you are so incredibly immersed in this world, and Valve have put in so much painstaking effort to make sure that you stay immersed. But thing is, though, they just didn't put in enough. And what I mean by that is this scene right here. The moment I realized I could tap the glass to have the pet react with me is the moment my monkey gamer brain started testing everything. And sometimes it's great, like when I'm able to turn on this washing machine here. My jaw genuinely hit the floor the first time I saw this. However, every single time you run into an interaction that you can't replicate, it'll get an audible sigh from the player, and the more they're told no, the more they'll stop caring about the environment. For me, it was this moment right here when I discovered a calculator and instantly wanted to actually use it. And then got so disappointed that I couldn't interact with it whatsoever that I mag dumped it right on the spot.
That's better.
Alright, back to Glaze O'Clock. However, I would still like this video to have some structure to it, so let's start with exploration, which in my opinion has 3 main factors that make it so satisfying. You may be confused by the title of this chapter, and well, simply put, the Source Engine is fucking brilliant for VR. Every single room, I'm acting like a goddamn crack addict, the way I rummage through every single item and watch the oh so satisfying physics as it bounces and topples around. Genuinely, words cannot describe how this never ever gets old. Just like the brilliant grab mechanic. I would stand in a room and throw and catch the same object over and over again because it just feels that good. Looking for resources is genuinely really fun and intuitive. Necessary items like resin and ammo is stored by putting it behind your shoulder, while stuff like syringes and grenades go into the pockets of your gravity gloves, giving stuff like healing scarcity. Plus, every important item has a very light glow to it, the tips of the bullets on the magazines, or the natural glow of the resin. It makes looking for them feel really natural, as they tend to stick out, which is great. It makes sure you don't miss out on supplies when they're right in front of you, especially in a pitch dark room, because I know for a fact I'm not the only person in the world who can have the answer stare them right in the fucking face and just walk right past it like an idiot. Oh boy, almost every room tells a story behind it, and it's great. Although I'm somewhat familiar with Half-Life, this was my first time playing a Half-Life game, and I'd constantly get lost staring at every little detail of each room. All this super strange alien tech is so interesting to look at. Even mundane rooms are interesting, like this one here near the end of the game that I found. There's books and bottles and glasses and cigarette butts and just so much rich storytelling in this environment. It's hands down the bomb.
Heads up, zombie.
Speaking of which, the combat in this game is also really good. It's just really freaking fun, and to get the most out of it, I recommend everyone plays on hard difficulty. The enemies hit like a fucking truck on this difficulty and really forces you to duck for cover and play seriously, which just adds to the immersion. Some of these combat segments are also spaced out in a really smart fashion. My favorite by far has to be this one right here. They throw wave after wave of enemies at you, and by the end I was a little winded to say the least. So imagine how my stomach dropped when I opened this garage door and was hit with this bullshit.
Fuck!
Let's just say doing this super precise minigame was not easy when my hands were shaking like crazy. This room right here is exactly why this game just cannot be enjoyed in flat screen. The stress from messing up a single one of these trip mine diffuses is only so difficult because the player was forced to physically exert themselves for the past hour. It's just brilliant. And this guy right here? Oh yeah, everything about him is just perfect. It's good. I mean, what did you expect? I've told you twice already I'm going to be unapologetically glazing this game. But what makes the story so good, you ask? Well, it's the dialogue. The plot itself is actually really simple, as you spend most of the game just trying to get from point A to point B. However, the characters are just genuinely really well written.
Now, pretty soon they're going to realise that your dad is not going to talk. And when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially. Maybe not, though. I mean, they could just drill into
Stop.
his... Oh, yeah. Still your dad. What they...
I absolutely love it anytime Russell and Alex exchange words. There are both really witty remarks and really heartfelt moments. One of my favorite lines has got to be this one.
Well, Russ, it's official. There is nothing left of your gun in this gun. This is my gun.
All right, fair enough. You earned it. I still want those Russells back, though.
Okay, that was so worth it. Just for that voice line.
Hell, I'm a fan of The Last of Us Part 1 and 2. Yeah, you heard me right. So again, what did you really expect? I live and die for good character writing. This game is an absolute masterpiece and worth getting a VR headset for. So I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. Oh, I'm sorry if you were confused by the score. You see, I wasn't joking when I said this game is the forbidden fruit. When I beat it, I unironically felt the past 2 decades of pain and suffering from the Half Life fandom flow through me as I realized that I'm now going to suffer with the rest of them that were never getting Half Life 3.
No. 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 Fuck. Fuck. No.
Fuck you, Valve.
So, are you gonna help that guy out, or?
Oh, him? He's probably fine. Anyway, gotta go, bye! Hey, thanks for watching the video. Despite putting my heart and soul into this video, I don't really expect it to do very well because VR is a pretty niche topic nowadays. So if you could drop a like and subscribe or even share this video with your friends, it would be greatly appreciated. It helps support the channel a lot. Also, The Last of Us Part 2 is probably up next. See ya!